What nobody will tell you about Paulas Choice skincare. From the rebranding of products to the increase in prices to the fact that Paula herself is 66 years old, also getting into books about kissing and making out in public, and why some people are angry at the founder, Paula herself. I've been in the industry for 10 years and I've seen a lot, both in clinics and professional settings, all the way to the influencer world, from the parties to the trips to the emails. At the end of the day, I'm a consumer first, and I believe that people should have access to brands that match their morals and values, and at the same time do great things for their skin. That's why I dig into the ingredients and create these videos for you to help you make empowered and inspired decisions. So Paula's Choice. This line was actually started in 1994. This line is really old, and Paula is 66. She started off having acne and eczema. She became an esthetician and a makeup artist and started writing books and doing public tours and speeches when it comes to skincare and makeup. And this was all way before the internet even existed. She really made a name for herself and was even featured on Oprah. Her most loved makeup books are specifically Blue Eyeshadow Should Be Illegal and Don't Go to the Cosmetics Counter Without Me. That book was kind of like a guide for ingredients, and that's really how her skincare line and her work with Beautypedia started. It was all about the truth of ingredients. Here's the thing, Paula pissed a lot of people off. She was seen as the cosmetics cop for a while because she would call out other brands. She would call out people directly and say, this is wrong, is according to research, and this is why. And some people didn't like that because of her. They were losing money or they were just getting their ego taken down a couple notches. Paula founded the line, and some things kind of happened years later, which we will talk about in a minute, but Paula's Choice is kind of like the grammar police of skincare. You know, the grammar police that are always on you about doing things the right way and it's for your benefit? That's what Paula's Choice is in the line of skincare. And the way that she has built her brand and the way that the brand is spoken about online and the educational resources they provide, it's really about understanding ingredients and putting in quality stuff. The idea behind the entire brand originally was that great skin doesn't have to be a luxury. It was about providing inexpensive products for people who wanted to understand their skincare. However, because of what we're going to talk about next, they kind of changed that around, and their whole new thing is truth in beauty. Again, understanding ingredient labels and understanding how these things are going to work on your skin so that you can spend your money wisely. Here's the not so pretty truth that people won't tell you. From the business side and the company actually being purchased, Paula not even being involved with Paula's Choice anymore, a purchase that happened for $70 million, to the fact that they were raising prices, they were writing biased reviews on Beautypedia, which is a beauty review site, and a couple of other weird things, including Paula's books about kissing. Let's get that out of the way first. The website of paulaschoice.com says that she's written over 20 books. Don't get me wrong, she is such an intelligent human being and an amazing author. However, a lot of her books are about making out in different places around the United States. Like, that's cute, okay. And then a lot of her books have been updated. You know, they were written a decade ago, and as they should be, she learned new things or added new things in to make them more accurate. The thing is that on the website, it says that she's written over 20 books. I don't know if you can really count updating a book as writing a brand new one, and half of her books are about making out, but that really doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things. What does are these mergers, these acquisitions, and the price changes that have happened with the line. You see, Paula's Choice as a skincare brand was also aligned with Beautypedia. Beautypedia is a website that has like 40,000, 45,000 products that are reviews that are supposed to be unbiased of different skincare and beauty things. However, Paula's Choice, the brand, owned Beautypedia.com, and some customers found it very strange that all of the Paula's Choice products always had 5 out of 5. No negative comments, no negative reviews whatsoever. It became really obvious that Paula's Choice, not Paula herself, but the brand, was writing these reviews. And again, they controlled the website, so they technically could do that. A lot of people on the internet got pissed off, and let me read some of their comments to you. These are reviews of Beautypedia, the most biased cosmetic review site on the internet. All of Paula's Choice products are 5 stars. Many of the competitors' products are not. The credibility has gone down the drain since Paula sold her own products. Another one. Beautypedia is no longer a trustworthy source for cosmetic reviews ever since Paula started selling her own products. If you go through the reviews, you'll see a lot of people getting frustrated and angry at the biased reviews of competing products. So They're like downgrading the competitors' products and like putting this one up on a pedestal. Last ranty review. I am disappointed with Paula's Choice and Beautypedia. Remember that both are under the umbrella of Paula's Choice Company, and Beautypedia can definitely be used as a marketing tool for however they want to manipulate reviews to their advantage. Obviously, that is biased, and it makes us wonder, are the products actually that good? But when we look at the business side of Paula's Choice and see that the company was actually purchased by an equity firm, that's where things start to get interesting. The acquisition seemed to happen in, I think, 2012, and rumor on the internet has it that it was for around $70 million. Essentially, Paula of Paula's Choice sold the skincare line, completely stepped down, and they kind of ran with it. Again, in 2016, it was acquired by TA Associates, and that's when we saw some of this rebranding. If you take a look, this was a cult favorite for a long time, the 2% BHA liquid. Take a look at what it looks like now. Again, I've used this stuff. I love this stuff. It is one of my favorite products, and it is really good from an ingredient and performance perspective, but this one's also a lot more expensive. The ingredients really haven't changed. It's just the packaging and who's controlling the company. People started noticing that not only did the packaging change, but the prices went up. On top of that, people said that the bottles started to get smaller, and some of the prices got a little bit more gimmicky. Again, Paula's whole thing was that skincare doesn't have to be luxury in order for it to be effective. Her whole thing was having a simple skincare routine that actually worked. But you see, after the acquisition, the new CEO actually came out in statements saying, yeah, we're trying to push products out nonstop. You see, Paula, the founder herself, hated eye creams. She called them what I do, overpriced moisturizers. Yet, once the company was sold, guess what Paula's Choice came out with? An eye cream. Again, it's great that we still have products with really cool ingredients and that are here to teach us about cosmetic chemistry and ingredients. However, it kind of goes against the philosophy that Paula started with, and that's where a lot of the longtime cult followers got really pissed off. Caroline Hirons, I don't actually know how to pronounce her last name, but she is one of my favorite skincare experts to watch on YouTube, and she's even more amazing in person. She actually spoke about Paula's Choice back in 2013 and called the brand out when they needed to be. She specifically pointed out that Paula herself was against the use of mineral oil, but then Paula's Choice started including mineral oil in their ingredients lists. And again, that makes it kind of weird. Again, Paula herself stepped down, but if you do look at YouTube right now, they're actually posting a lot of videos with her in it. So this to me is also confusing because like in the past year or so, did she come back into the line? Is she just being like a paid spokesperson now? Is she actually becoming more involved? I don't have the answers to that, and I haven't been able to find the answer. But she seems to be a little bit more involved now, but they're still pushing out products willy-nilly, and they still have an eye cream. You see, back when Paula's Choice used to look a little bit more like this, the pricing was between $15 and $25. After this whole rebrand, the bottles obviously look a little bit more sleek, a little bit more fun, but the pricing now is like $30 to $75. And a lot of people have gotten pissed off because some of their cult favorite products are now $44 instead of $28. What kind of person is Paula's Choice skincare for? Well, Paula's Choice actually came out with a statement and said this: we aim to collaborate with influencers that authentically love our brand. And let me tell you, they have been going after influencers. Specifically, these products I got because of PR. However, I don't feel like these are influencer products. I feel like the person who uses this line is someone who has been disappointed by the industry. They have tried things, they didn't work, they're sick of the fragrances, they're sick of the BS marketing, and they want to know what's in their skincare. Again, because Paula's Choice does focus on talking about ingredients and providing education and actually having products that have some really good actives in them, even if they are a little bit more expensive. Paula's Choice is for the person who actually wants to know and understand their skincare instead of just slapping it onto their face. Speaking of the influencer world, a lot of people on social media try to keep their connections with brands a secret. I don't always believe in that. Paula's Choice is one brand that does not do influencer trips. For instance, they don't take people to Tahiti or to the Alps to go skiing for 3 weeks. They don't even have parties that I know of. However, they do send out PR. And again, that's how I got these products, was because they were sent to me. The thing is that constructive criticism, I feel like they're not doing a very good job. They sent these to me with no details. They didn't really ask about my skincare type, and then they never really followed up. And when it comes to influencer marketing, again, I've been on YouTube alone for 10 years. I've seen a lot, and I've seen what works, such as personal touches or asking about a person's person's skin type and what doesn't, which is just pushing products onto people and like pressuring them to promote it when it didn't even work for their face. On the good side, Paula's Choice has not attacked any influencers. They haven't gotten into fights with any influencers. They don't seem to attack their customers on social media, which shouldn't be a big deal, but considering the fake reviews and the Instagram attacks that some other brands like The Ordinary and Drunk Elephant has had, apparently in 2020, it's a big deal. But behind the scenes, there's not a lot of influencer drama, which as someone who just wants to enjoy my skincare and be relaxed at the end of the day, can I just say how much I appreciate? Let me put on my face mask in peace. Speaking of Paula's Choice skincare, the whole thing is having a routine that works for you, that you understand, and adding in those potent actives where you need them. A lot of Paula's Choice products are backed up by scientific research, which is so appreciated. And even if you don't buy their products, they're there to educate you. Out of their line, even with the price increase, there are some that I still love. This is the 2% BHA liquid exfoliant. It's salicylic acid and it's really good for acne prone skin. This one, I don't have the new one. I only have the old packaging, but this is the Resist 2% body treatment for salicylic acid for acne prone skin. This is one that is actually pretty new that I really like as well. The Triple Algae Pollution Shield. It's supposed to protect your skin against the environmental damages that happen throughout the day. I don't know if I would say it does that, but it is soothing to the skin. It's like a light gel moisturizer, if at all, and it does have those antioxidants and the algae, which can be beneficial for acne prone skin. One product I did not enjoy was this Paula's Peptide Boost. I found that it didn't really do much for my skin, and it wasn't until that I read the ingredients that I realized that it's not completely vegan, which goes against my morals and values. But overall, even the formula, I just wasn't a fan of, and if this wasn't sent to me in PR, I wouldn't pay for it. They also had a niacinamide booster, which again was a good idea, but the niacinamide was not as potent as something like from The Ordinary. Overall, however, Paula's Choice does the research on their ingredients. They know their stuff inside and out, and they deliver it to you. And let's be honest, even at a price point of $30 to $70, that's still not that bad, considering there are some skincare lines out there like La Mer or like Dr. Barbara Sturm, which is a great line, but charges like $100 to $300 per product. It's a skincare line that, at least in 2020, is still somewhat affordable, and at least you're getting what you pay for, which honestly can't be said about a lot of skincare lines these days. Again, Paula's Choice has been around since 1994, but the way that I actually found out about this was through PR. Their PR company tried to contact me in I think 2013 or 2014, and we actually had a sit-down meeting, and they said, hey Cassandra, we know that you're into skincare, you believe in the science behind skincare, do you want to do videos with Paula? And I said, hell yeah, I do, that would be fantastic. And guess what? It never happened. We also met in person in New York, and so they said that they would put together a big box full of the Paula's Choice acne products and send them to me. They never sent it. But again, I don't really care. I'm a consumer first, so what did I do? Well, I went out to the store and I bought my own. Because again, if I'm going to recommend a product to you, it's something that I want to make sure is actually worth the money. No bitterness, no hard feelings. I also understand that the brand is separate from the PR company, and sometimes coordinating those things can be super difficult. Again, I kind of fangirl over Paula. I just respect her so much as an intellectual human being. So sometimes the memory kind of hurts, but overall, I don't care. Again, I think I'm on their PR list again somehow because I did receive this in the mail, but it didn't even come with a letter or who to thank for sending it. And that's what's also a big no-no and why I think they're doing PR wrong, because if I wanted to ask a question or just thank them, I would have no idea who to even reach out to. Overall, the products are really great. I have been following and loving them since. And are the ingredients worth the money? It depends on your skin, but that's why Paula's Choice has education for you to understand your skincare. The ingredients are active, the ingredients are potent, the line is ethical, they don't attack their customers. So does Paula's Choice get the CAS pass? The answer is absolutely yes. Again, the fact that the line changed hands is kind of sad, but Paula's still online sharing her skincare wisdom with us, which is awesome. And the fact that the prices went up is kind of sad, but at the same time, the cost of living has gone up since 1994. So I understand when some of those things have to happen. If there's another video that you want the truth behind, be sure to post it in the comments and make sure that you that like button if you haven't already, and whoosh, whee, that subscribe button if you haven't already. More videos exposing the truth behind some brands can be found right here, and I cannot wait to see you in whoosh, this next video. Love you guys. Bye. I'm having too much fun with this straight hair. Okay, my hair, the straightest thing about me.